Bang, let's get it. Peyton Watson. Wait, Peyton Watson just been gone. Oh, he just got back. Look, missed 10 plus games. He's been gone for a minute, but he was crushing this number before he was out. And as you can see, 15 to 21 over the last 3 months. However, he's also questionable with the hamstring that put him out. Nah, we're not doing that. Let's go to Sam Hauser. Sam Hauser, 3.5 rebounds. All right. 90% of the time, he did have one game with 0 rebounds. Can Sam Hauser get 4 rebounds? Let's look at the prop history. 3 of 12? What's going on over the last 3 months? No. Something's wrong here. Something's wrong here. 3 of 12 over the last 3 months. This is the over. Oh, at 3.5. This is weird. Look at the injury report real quick. Jaylen Brown is probable. I got him on the list too. I need him to play. But anyway, Sam Hauser, this is weird. How is only 3 of 12? Oh, with the line at 3.5. The line is usually not at 3.5. But when it's 3.5, he is not handling that. We got to skip that one as well. Let's see what Robert Williams want to do. His rebound and assist line is at 8. He missing every other game for like 6 or 7 games in a 6-7 game stretch. Look at the prop history. 15 to 24 over the last 3 months. In the games that he did play, he's hitting his 9 straight. He's been back for a few games, a couple of games straight. The last 3 games, he's had 12. Looking at the injury report, Vitt and Jeremy Grant is out. I think I'm gonna stick with this one. Robert Williams over 8 rebounds and assists. I think that's gonna be the very first play. Again, he's crushing this over the last 3 months. Still, he's not on the questionable or probable list. I think we stick with Robert Williams to go over here. Next, like I said, I had Jaylen Brown on here, but he's questionable today. But his assist line is at 5. He's been crushing this. Look at the prop history. 13 of 24. That's 54% over the last 3 months. But again, looking at the injuries, he's probable. Probable is a step up from questionable, right? We think he plays. I think he plays. I didn't see anything else. Well, I honestly, did not look. I just got back, went to a funeral, sad times. Peace be unto my family. Guys, take care of your family. Visit as much as possible because you never know. I like Jaylen Brown over 5 assists here. If he plays, we'll see that just before the game starts. Let's look at Mikal Bridges, who has not been handling that. This is his points and assist line at 16.5. 100% of the time to the under. Look at the prop history. 8 of 30 when the line is at 16.5. That's 27%. Looking at the injury report, Josh Hart is questionable. Miles McBride still out. Landry Shamet still out. Under 16.5 points and assists for Mikal Bridges. I'm riding with that. I think his PRA is also questionable. Look, 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Under. I like both of these. Not sure which one I'm gonna play. Not sure which one we'll catch. But Mikal Bridges is going under tonight. And one more trending play is Jose Alvarado. I thought he missed a few games, but he seemed like he's back. He scored 15 points, 16 points versus Indiana a few days ago. Looking at the prop history, when the line is at 7, he's only hitting this 8 out of 24 times over the last 3 months. That's 33%. Go to the injury report. Josh Hart is questionable. Miles McBride, Landry Shamet, we just saw that. Hopefully, he don't get that much run without Josh Hart. He doesn't clear without Josh Hart. And games without Miles McBride, still the same. His minutes shouldn't be crazy. 13 minutes per game. He's not scoring 7 points. He did go off against Indiana here. Let's see what's going on. He played 26 minutes in that game. But he only averages a couple of field goals made. He was 5 for 10. He was 5 for 10 in that game. Played 27 minutes, scored 16 points. I'm scared of that. If he's playing over 20 minutes, he averages 13 minutes per game. But again, Josh Hart's questionable depending on how that lineup is. Let's see what he done against the Wizards. The Wizards should be missing a few players. Didn't they have a fight the other day? Look, as you can see, that's really, really long time ago. 1-5-25. That's January last year. Might have to stick with this one. Jose Alvarado to go under 7 points. Bang, let's get it. Let's go see some sharp plays over on Daily Grind Fantasy. I'm gonna dabble with it. We got 2 data points. So let's hit refresh. This is just the NBA plays. Why is this light on? And we got Ochai Agbaji rebounds under 3.5. Under 3.5 rebounds for Ochai. Nothing else is extremely valuable. However, Bud Carrington rebounds and assists under 8.5. These might be the only two plays that we're interested in for now. Let's go see what the model spit. We got some NBA joints, should be up. Is this up to date? Today's the 20th. Today's the 20. Refresh. Today's the 22nd. Denver Nuggets minus 8.5. I'm on that. We're going for the playoff push or the seeding push for a lot of these plays. A lot of these teams. Give me Denver Nuggets minus 8.5. What about Brooklyn at Sacramento? No play on the spread. Over 219. That should be favorable. And then we got the Wizards at the Knicks. The Knicks minus 20. This is the NBA. This is the NBA. Is it not? There should never be a 20-point spread. Again, the Wizards could be missing a ton of players. I don't know who got suspended or whatever happened with that fight. But 20? Like, come on, man. 20 points? I think I might just take the Wizards plus 20 just for the fuck of it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay away from that. Over 227, I'm all over that. Minnesota and the Boston Celtics. What's wrong with the Timberwolves? I thought they should have been at the top of the West. Maybe they are, but minus 10 versus Boston, I understand Boston is balling. But the double-digit spreads in the NBA just blows my mind. I don't understand that. I do not understand that. Let's look at some favorable plays we have. Let's look. I got to hit refresh. Here we go. Cameron Johnson over 10.5 points. I'm down. Robert Williams, I just talked about that. They got him on the wrong team here. Over 6.5 points. And there's some college basketball players that they can't really catch up. Like I said, I've been out of town. But I see Naz Reid over 11.5 points. I'm down. Ayo Dosunmu under 4.5 rebounds. We might have to run with that one. Oh, let me just hop over because we got some college basketball games starting. Not sure how long this video will take to get uploaded, but there's games running already. I got to hit refresh. Damn, High Point lost to Arkansas, but Buddy killed them. I think he dropped 34 or something. This is the 22nd. We got Miami plus 7. That game is already on, is it not? Miami plus 7. They down by Miami plus 7.5. They're down by 7 right now. Early in the first half. I almost said the first quarter, but just scroll through here to see if anything. Seattle at Auburn plus 13.5. I might be on that. UNLV at Tulsa. They still in this bitch. Iowa. Oh, Iowa play Florida. Florida's just so tall. And then they got that kid off the bench. What's his name? Ryo, however you pronounce that. He's 7. I don't even know how tall he is. Is it 7'9", 7'6"? Like, how tall is that kid? It makes no sense. That kid was 7 foot as a 12-year-old, which is insane. And he doesn't look like weird. He's proportionate to be that tall. He doesn't look super skinny or whatever. But Florida is huge. I'm not gonna say they're gonna blow Iowa out, but the model likes Iowa plus 10 points. Utah State, George Washington, New Mexico. They still in this? Oklahoma State, Wichita, the Shockers. What a UConn game here at UConn. No play on the spread. UConn and UCLA. Maybe we take the over 136.5. I might be on that. But you already know it's a tournament. Oh, Houston, Illinois. I wish there was a spread here. I can't get over. I can't get over. Houston should be on its way to the Final Four. Should be over 139.5. That might be the play. A couple of props that may be. Yeah, Trey Kaufman. Oh wait, he played for Purdue. Damn it! How many points does he have right now? How many points does he have early in the game? Trey Kaufman. He got 6 points, 5 rebounds. The model likes him over 16.5 points. Braden Smith. That game is always also already on. Maybe we catch this 4:30. Jonathan Kinzinger. Wake Forest at Illinois State over 12.5 points. Howie Fleming. There's some plays out. Sorry, I couldn't really catch up, but it's enough of them. But I want to see what the model selects for its favorite parlays. Hit refresh here. Let's start at the top. It likes New York minus 20. No. But the over 227.5. And then the same over. Also over in the Boston Celtics, Minnesota Timberwolves game. That's the first 3 pick that it likes. The next one still like the New York. I like Denver minus 8. Here we go. All of these. Robert Williams over 6.5 points. Cameron Johnson over 10.5 points. Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points. I like him over 5 assists if he plays. 24.5 points seems like a stretch. He's probable. We don't know if he's gonna suit up yet, but this might be my favorite parlay so far that the model selected. And then again, Cameron Johnson over 10, Robert Williams over 6.5, and then the New York Knicks minus 20. I just don't get it. I mean, I hope they blow their ass out, but the model predicts the New York Knicks to win by 29.8 points. I like the Knicks, but every time I bet on them, bro, they're also an auto bet team. They be on fire, especially as underdogs. But I'm not sure about that. Boston minus 10. That's crazy. New York minus. I don't understand it. And then we have some other notable plays here at the bottom. Seattle, Auburn Tigers is not impressive to me. So Seattle Red Hawks plus 13.5. What y'all want to do? Wichita State Sharkers plus 4.5 at Oklahoma State. I'm not sure I got to see Oklahoma State play at all this season, but there we are. Only like 5 NBA games today, and then hopefully they start late. So yes, they start at 6 p.m. This video should be up on time, but I think that'll do it. Let me go check Underdog real quick, see if there's anything favorable that we like. I got to put the data points in though. Bang, put 2, and then see what we got here. Arizona, they play tonight. Yes, Jaden Bradley under 5.5 assists. Josh Hart is questionable. Jaylen Brown probable. You know what I mean? I don't see much else. Denny Avdija, points and rebounds over 30.5. Let me go look at him real quick. I'm gonna go look at Denny and see what he doing, because that's high. And I don't know. Regular. Oh, NBA, the MLB regular season line. Look at the MLB is on the way. I got the models ready and everything, so we look forward to that. Look at Denny Avdija. That was his points and rebounds, which is crazy to me. Over 30.5 points and rebounds for Denny. Let's look at his points and rebounds. Here we go. The line's at 30.5. I didn't think so. I mean, as of late, last 3 or 4 games, looking at the prop history, when the line is at 30.5 points and rebounds, he's 9 of 20 over the last 3 months. Look at the injury report. See if any Jeremy Grant and Vitt is out. Shaden and Damian been out. It depends who they play against. They play against Denver. I don't think so. Nah, he got a ton of games versus Denver. I don't think he goes over this. That's a sharp play, by the way. Anybody else? Matson Reynard under 28.5 points and rebounds is sharp on Underdog. And then we got I don't see any more in the NBA that's extremely valuable, but Trey White under 11.5 points in the Kansas game that starts later at 5:15. So we got a few plays to choose from. I'm gonna stick with the trending plays, play a couple of the model plays that we like, and basically go from there. I wanted to check the rebounds though on the model, and we got Cameron Johnson over 3.5 rebounds. Did I show you my slip that I miss again by 1? I mean, I'm fine with it. And look, Jaylen Brown over 5.5 rebounds. We think he plays. I like him over assists, over his rebound, and the model likes him over 24.5 points. We think he plays. We're not sure about that, but those are the plays that I like. I want to see if I get any combo props. Never really any combo props. Not sure if the parameters are too tight, but that's just not spitting for us. Again, back to the top. What is it? How many I have? It's so many. The top 26 plays. There's a lot of college basketball joints on here. I'm trying to slow it down for you so you could screenshot, put some of these in, because these, when the best plays across all models always seem to fare pretty well. But again, you want to kind of put your 3 picks together here and there. I'm gonna do some of the college basketball joints. Not sure which ones, I'm sorry, but they're all available for us to choose from right here on this video. Stop it, take a screenshot, do what you want to do. I don't see any solid, we do have solid plays, but I call them Cameron Johnson over 10.5 points, Robert Williams over 6.5 points, and then some of the college basketball plays should be favorable. I do like the unders, man. These tournament games have been impressive. You do have 1 or 2 guys going crazy, but under 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Tariq Reed at UCLA. They play at 8:45. That should be a good game. I forgot who UCLA plays. Let me look at that real quick. Go back to college basketball. UCLA should be against who was it? Damn it, who was UCLA playing? Where is it? UCLA play UConn. UCLA play UConn. So Tyrus Reed under 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I might be all over that. And then under for Flory at St. John. St. John got a decent game too. They play Kansas at 5:15, under 20.5 points and rebounds for Flory. That's the number 4 pick. The number 4 rated pick out of all of the players across all models. I think that'll do it. I'm really Rico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.